Hello. Um, as a tribute to Ian McDonald, I think I'll just do my subjective ranking of King Crimson. Yes, I had all these on vinyl. I probably still have some on vinyl, but it's easier to show CDs. Um, Purely subjective. Um, Starting like every other um, ranking I've seen uh, from young people, in their 30s, 20s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. They they sort of, especially the ones in their 20s and 30s, like they weren't even born when the last King Crimson album was made, and which was, I don't know when, who knows, who cares, after 1974, because that was 69 to 74's King Crimson. After that, it's Robert Fripp with a bunch of, I don't know. Let's not go into that. No, let's keep it pure. The pure essence of King Crimson, which is Robert Fripp, with that's he is King Crimson. Um, but it's the original lineups. Uh, then he disappeared. I've got his solo albums there, which aren't too bad, from the late 70s, and then what, they came back in 81 with Discipline or something like that. I've heard bits of them. The magic was gone. Anyway, yeah, a lot of these young people in their 20s and 30s they never didn't buy the albums. See, I bought these albums as they came out. You waited 12 months roughly for each album, and at that age, from the age of 18 until 23, which is the span of King Crimson I'm talking about, a lot of changes have happened in music, and King Crimson were always their own their own thing. Whoever was in the band, and they were always great. Um, it's impossible to say. There's only one album out of these which I really cannot stomach at all. I heard it once when it came out. I didn't actually buy it. I bought the first one. I didn't buy it in Poseidon because my friend Peter did, and I didn't like it. Straight away I went, this is, it wasn't it. There's one, there's a cadence and cascade and cadence or something's on it, which isn't bad. But no, so the only one here, I'll start right at the bottom. My choice for worst or least important King Crimson album is, yes, I know these are just CDs, but Tough Tits. Uh, they come with nice, I think these are, I don't know, late 2000s or late 1990s. I wouldn't know. They sound good enough to these old ears. Right at the bottom, of course, is In the Wake of Poseidon. Bloody awful album. I just don't like it. It's just a rehash of the first album minus the magic. And how dare they cover Mars by or use Mars in here? I can't read this. Open the door a bit. Oh, um, where is that? I don't know. Somewhere on there they've ripped off Gustav Holst. No, I just don't like it. I mean, it's just I think I might have played this once when I bought it. Just doesn't do it for me. Sorry. Okay, hurry up. It's going to be hard. This is subjective. It's what I feel. I've got no time for objectivity. But that's what I was talking about. These young people in their 20s and 30s and 40s and that, they weren't even born. And it's all the stuff's already been on catalogue for decades, and they just sit down and play them all one after the other, and then rank them. How dare they? They didn't grow up with these bloody things, you know. These albums were very, very important, you know, even Pink Floyd was important in '69 to '74. Well, no, not really. I won't go into that. No, King Crimson are far superior to Pink Floyd. Um, this is a rant, of course, as usual. Now, I noticed one young bloke straight off the bat goes, "I'm putting King Crimson Islands at the bottom." How dare he? He has no idea. There's some other young guy I used to work with said, "Oh, I can't stand islands." The hell's wrong with them? Why would you even bother making a ranking at all if you can't rate islands high in the list? It's a great album. They are bloody young people today in their 50s and 60s. What the hell's wrong with these fucking cunts? Anyway, okay, definitely bottom. The rest could all be number one to me, frankly. So this is just subjective. I'll rank this on how often I listen to them. Okay, now I reckon that's probably the safest and best bet here. Now I should rank this higher, but I don't play it as often as the others. Starless and Bible Black. It's a great album. Could be number one equally. The Great Deceiver, Lament, We'll Let You Know, The Night Watch Trio, The Mincer, Starless and Bible Black, and Fracture. I mean, why am I ranking this so low? Because there are so many other ones that are just a little bit better subjectively to me. I mean, basically, in some ways, it's better than Red, and they're both very similar. I mean, they're probably got the same lineup. I can't be bothered looking, but I would suggest they have pretty much the same lineup on these two, and they're equal actually, really, except Red has the edge on it. In that, so okay, I made King Starless and Bible Black was next. Then comes Red. I mean, I love Red. This could easily be number one, easily, but it's a bit too samey all the way through. It's a different King Crimson. This is another variant, the last variant on the band. This is the last album they made before Robert Fripp had a nervous breakdown and broke the band up. And you can hear it on this album, and you can also hear it on this one. I mean, fucking these two are just great albums. I suppose you could say Starless and Bible Black is closer to, the Lark's Tongues and Aspic sound. So what have I done? I'll do a quick recap at the end. I better hurry up. So now we're down to 4 albums. I haven't included that live album. What is it? Live in USA or something. It's awful. And I think I've got all the studio albums from '69 to '74 here. Yeah. All right. Next is King Crimson Islands, Formentera Lady, Sailor's Tale, The Letters, Ladies of the Road, Prelude, Song of the Gulls. That is gorgeous. That's classical music. And Islands. This is a great album. I really, really like Islands. And a lot of the old timers my age, if I ever go through their record collections and they've got King Crimson, all of them have Islands. And I don't know what it is, a generational thing, but this was one I play a lot. So it's number 4. In third place will be their third album, The Mighty Wizard. Great album, this. Holy crap. Circus, Indoor Games, Happy Family, Lady of the Dancing Water, and The Lizard Suite with that dreadful, I can't stand Yes or John Anderson, but he is great on this. His vocals on Prince Rupert Awakes is superb. Um, Great album. I mean, this is like the next lineup after the original lineup, and almost a completely different band, but brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Coming in at number 2 is one I play the most, except for what's coming at number 1. The one I play the most is Up Lark's Tongues in Aspic. Love this album. David Cross, violin, vocals, Mellotron, Robert Fripp, guitar, Mellotron devices, John Whitten, bass and vocals, Bill Bruford, drums, Jamie Muir, percussion, and all sorts. Man, this is a great lineup. This is a terrific lineup of this band. This could easily be number 1 to me, easily. It's just a different... Okay, number 1's going to be... I wonder what number 1 will be. Gee, I can't wait to find out. Oh boy, look, it's me. See? Yes, it's got to be number 1 because this is the first prog rock album. It's got a couple of slow tracks. I Talk to the Wind and Moonchild. Okay, Moonchild's pretty. It's really there to split the album to give greater impact to in the core of the Crimson King itself, an Epitaph, sort of the great 3 tracks on this are 21st Century Skid-Side Man, Epitaph, and the Court of the Crimson King. Yes, there's 2 slow, sort of waffly type songs, I Talk to the Wind and Moonchild, but they really work. It works because if you just have those 3 really ultra strong tracks, one after the other, or even 2 other strong tracks, it wouldn't have the same impact. It's the sitting through. I Talk to the Wind is easy to get through, but Moonchild does go on a lot. It's all right, I love it. But the thing is, it works because when Moonchild finally ends, the title track comes on, and oh my God, the Mellotron on that. This Ian MacDonald, rest in peace. This, you know, this is their most. This is the first prog album. Simple as that. Hey, look. Oh, hello, everybody. Yeah, greatest album cover of all time. It's got to be number 1 for that reason. It's not necessarily musically the most adventurous, but for its time, it was very, very much so. And so I better hurry up. It's 13 minutes. So all you young people out there, you haven't got a clue. You know, you sit there and with your modern technology and go, oh, I don't like Islands, it's crap. Well, go fuck yourself.